And I think we are officially live. Hello, hello, everybody. I know, but nobody's
Hello,
there yet.
hello.
If you're watching
Hello,
in the
hello.
replay, woohoo! Hey,
Welcome,
V.
welcome. Hey, Mitchell, how are you?
I'm well. I'm pulling up this on my phone so I can share it.
And I am getting logged into Facebook. I have to remember my password.
Uh-oh.
Hopefully this is it. Yes. Okay, I'm in. I'm good.
You're good? Okay, good. All
I
right.
had to think
Let's
about it.
see if anybody's
There we
out there.
go.
It's a holiday weekend. Oh, I see at least two
Yes.
thumbs up. Or I see, maybe that's us.
It's us, the two of us
It's
watching us.
it's us. It's just me and you watching. Woo. All right. Oh, there's at least one other person there. Hey, whoever you are. So if you're out there watching and you want to let us know where you're watching from, Jonathan James Daly, we know you're in Hawaii. Aloha. Norm is here. Elizabeth here. Hello, hello.
Aloha. Uh-oh.
Oh,
You
I
mute
can
this.
hear you.
There we go.
I can hear
I'm muting it.
me.
I didn't mute the computer. Hey, Jonathan and Elizabeth and Norm. How are you guys?
So we'll do some one card readings later, Elizabeth. So hang tight. You'll know when it's time. Just get your fingers ready because you want to be the first, second, or eighth one. We'll be picking 8 people, and especially those who've not had a reading in the last 2 weeks to 4 weeks. So, all right, people are coming on. We're gonna have some fun tonight. We're gonna have some psychic shenanigans.
Yes. Oh, and Elizabeth is from Minnetonka. All I can think of is Prince and Purple Rain when she had to baptize herself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
Too funny. And
I feel like we had to jump in the water.
Our Tara Love Child is here. Hey, Troy.
Hey, Troy.
Ooh, Minnetonka. One day I'm going to get to
Yes.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
So here's where we are with vacation. So short story. March 14th of 2020, we're on a boat that was supposed to last 16 days. It lasted 4 days. They kicked us off because the
Yeah.
pandemic and all cruising
Yeah.
ceased, which was the 14th is my birthday. So they paid for that entire cruise. They gave us money towards a free cruise, like $5,200 towards a free cruise. It was worth all the headache. And so anyway, so flash forward, sometime in like 9, 10 months ago, we said, okay, it looks like this September will be fine.
Mm-hmm.
So we booked a cruise to go to the Baltic Sea. And like 3 months ago, they're like, nope, things are still too crazy. So, and then Fabi and I, well, Hawaii's open. Let's go to Hawaii, right, Jonathan James
Uh-huh.
Daly? And everything was good. So we booked a trip to Hawaii, and then things started spiking 14 weeks ago. And the other day, the governor of Hawaii said, if you don't have to come to Hawaii, please don't come.
So,
Wait till like October. So we're like, we don't want to get stuck there or stuck in LAX trying to get there or
right.
just have a hassle. We're both vaccinated, blah, blah, blah. So we're like, you know what? Fabian's like, here's the alternative plan. And this is what we do. We're going to get in the car on Thursday, the
Hello.
23rd, and we're going to go to probably Chattanooga first, stay 1 or 2 nights there. Louisville,
Yes.
Kentucky, 1 or 2 nights there. Pray for us. Um, then we're going to go to Indianapolis. Never been there. Going to check that
Okay.
out. And then probably over to maybe like Cincinnati or somewhere in Ohio.
Yeah, it's so close to me.
Oh my gosh, I'll see how close we get. I'll be texting you. I'll be texting you to figure it out
Okay.
because if we could see each other, even if it's just a weird random thing.
Oh my gosh.
So and then we'll come back and probably like stop in like Atlanta. So all of these,
Okay.
we have no hotel reservations, no nothing, nowhere. Just like we did for the Birmingham, Memphis, Nashville,
Yep.
Montgomery trip. We just show up, look around, have some lunch, dinner, whatever, find a hotel, stay there a day or 2 or 4. Yeah, so we're just doing it.
Nice. I love it.
So Elizabeth said she's about 6 blocks from your house. I guess the lake is.
The
Oh,
lake.
that's
I love
funny,
it. That's
Elizabeth.
awesome.
Yeah. As much fun as it might sound getting stuck in Hawaii, and I'd probably be like calling James saying, "Which island are you on?" I just,
It's funny. A friend of mine is is going to Maui. She actually leaves this week, and she's going to Maui for 4 days.
Oh wow,
So yeah.
wow. You right now you can go, and if you're
Mhm.
vaccinated, you can. I'm pretty sure you can get on the island if you're coming from the states of any United
Mhm.
States. I think you're okay. But just if we got stuck anywhere, or if I came back and they said, "Oh, you need to take 14 days off again," use your own PDO, I'd be crazy.
Right, right, right.
Elizabeth, yes, horse farms are on Fabian's list. My husband is he's the one. I just get him there. I just get him where we got to go. I'm fine. I'm just spreading fairy dust, high vibrations wherever I go.
I love it.
Yeah, it would be a little expensive to get stuck there. So she's on Jonathan
You're
James
on
on
Maui,
Maui.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yep, she's going. She leaves Wednesday, I do believe she said. And she's going to Maui. We were talking about it yesterday. I've been to Maui once, and that was many, many, many years ago. But it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So,
So hey, Robin. Okay, Elizabeth. So you
hey,
own
Robin.
Man of War Farm. Is that like a horse farm or ranch or something that you own? Wow. I'll
That's
have to
nice.
tell Fabian to check it out. It's all on his list. I'm just glad I'm just glad to get in there and experience it. I
I
usually
love it.
I usually have like in every city there's like, okay, I have one request. And it's
Hmm.
usually like the psychic bookstore, the tarot bookstores.
That's all we need. That is
Get me
all we need.
get me there.
That's
I want to
it.
support.
That's it. That's it.
Okay, Lexington. Okay, cool, Elizabeth. Thanks.
Molly no Callaway. I love it. There's no place better. That's like laissez long bon no laissez les bon temps roulé. Let the good times roll in New Orleans. Yes.
Too funny.
So
Ooh, so V, I relaxed today on Labor Day that we're celebrating here in the U.S. What did you do?
I went with my husband to his cousin had a brunch today. So we went and we had breakfast food and sat out. She's a beautiful home, but a beautiful backyard. Like it is absolutely gorgeous. So we sat out there and talked and had a good time and ate and then came back and took my mom to go get some ice cream and now I'm home. So it's just been relaxing today too.
Cool. And
Yeah.
Jennifer said Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I forgot that's up there. Yes.
Ooh.
And Robin, I see your tag and Marty. Yay. What did you guys do? Anybody else? What did you guys do for if you celebrated or did something for Labor Day today?
Yeah. Let us know.
And we will be doing some readings, probably another 5 or 6 minutes.
Mhm.
We'll pick 8 people, so hang tight. You'll know when it's time to raise your hand for that.
Mhm. Mhm.
So what else? I'm going to be using this Might Hurt Tarot, which I
I
love.
love. I love.
The cardstock
Um.
is just it's this in between plastic and cardboard. Oh,
Huh.
and the edges.
That
Well, let me.
that's how the modern witch is. Oh yes, the hologram. Speaking of which,
Tomorrow,
remember what? Wait, wait, what?
Jamie's deck on Kickstarter tomorrow.
Oh yes, I'm like, what did I miss? Yes, but no, remember we were talking about Mystic Mondays. Remember we had that conversation about the Mystic Mondays deck, and I told you I had a copy and it had the holographic edges, and I took maybe okay. So I had two copies of the
Okay.
Mystic Mondays, and one had regular edges and one had holographic edges. And I went and I did a swap table and I could not find the deck. And I'm like, oh my God, did I just swap it? Did I swap it by accident? I want the holographic edges. I was going through my decks over in my little corner. I found my deck with the holographic edges. I was so excited. It's
Oh
just,
my God.
I'm like,
Yeah.
that's a deep breath. Like when you think that when you put something on a swap table, you're like, that's not what I meant to put there.
Oh.
So yeah,
Oh. So Robin said she slept in her recliner and went to Sam's. You know what? That sounds
that's
like a beautiful day.
that's life. Yep.
I went to Costco with Fabian. I don't know what it is about Costco. Because well, it's like it hit or miss. But I bought like 4 pair of long pants
Mhm.
and like three. You know me, I love my little synthetic polo shirts. They're golf shirts basically. So like
Mhm.
3 shorts, 3 shirts, like 4 pants. I buy something else, but anyway, I bought like 11 things. It was like $250. So it was like
Sounds about right.
9.99, 14.99,
Yep.
and they're like Pebble Beach. They're very good golfing clothes and stuff like that, But it's just like it's like it's like I'm on the edge of like a little fashionable golf dad, but not. I never pay a lot of money for clothes. I mean, like if I'm gonna buy Banana Republic, we got so many outlet malls here in Florida. Like I can go get
True.
14, $15 shirts and shorts from Banana Republic that are just as good.
I didn't even know Banana Republic was still a thing. I guess I haven't been to a mall in a million years either, too. So
Yeah,
there's
it's
that.
still pretty big. I bet you it's not as big and like I bet you it's not as trendy, but it's still out there.
Okay.
It's like Gap. You know,
Yes. Okay.
I don't know if Gap is still out there or not because I think
Mhm.
what Gap and Banana, a lot of those stores do is as their base clientele grows, ages,
Mhm.
they age the style and trend with them. Because
Yep.
Banana Republic was just like, I mean, it was like safari wear. I remember going there and
Yes.
buying like
Yes.
cargo pants and button
Yep.
down shirts that if you
Yep.
sweat you don't see the sweat, and then it became it just followed it up.
Mhm.
So, Elizabeth, oh my goodness. Okay, we both have COVID. I got COVID and Jerry was hospital for 12 days. Husband never caught it. He got shot in February. He has COVID, is very sick. Oh my goodness.
Oh
I haven't got the
no.
jab and not very sick at all. Very weird. That is weird, Elizabeth. Sending both you, your husband, some high vibration. I've had
Definitely.
my family, which they're close to me, but we're very different folk. Six out of the pretty much immediate family and like fiancés and girlfriends of nieces and stuff have had it. My older brother's wife, she passed away a couple weeks ago. He had it, made it in the hospital, was out in 5 days. She went in 21 days later, just didn't come out. So I feel you. And just sending you and anybody that's dealt with it, dealing with it, or will deal with some high vibration. Take care of yourself the best that you feel comfortable doing
Mhm.
without me pushing anybody in a direction. So, all right. So, QG, hello. Can you tell me what my sister problem is with me? So, QG, we're going to be taking some questions and just we're going to be taking some readings in just a moment. We're not going to be letting you ask specific questions, but you can hold a question in your mind, and hopefully that
Mhm.
will get it. But we'll be doing one card questions in just a moment. So, hang tight. Troy used to work for Gap, of course, so but worked at Old Navy. Oh, that's right, because Old Navy was there too.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, all right. So let's pick some folks. So here's how this works, especially if you're new. So
Mhm.
I was here 2 weeks ago. We were both here 4 weeks ago. So if you
Mhm.
had a reading the last 4 weeks with one of us or both of us, here, hold off for just a moment. But if you're brand spanking new, here's what you want to do to give us permission to each draw one card for you. And we're just going to tell you what we think Spirit needs you to know right here, right now for your highest good and greatest growth. What you want to do
Mhm.
to give us permission is in the chat box, type me, M-E, like you're saying, yes, pick me, but just type the word me. That is you giving us permission. So hit your enter buttons. It usually takes about 30, 40 seconds. And if, like I said, if you had a reading 2 weeks or 4 weeks ago, wait just a few seconds. And then before you hit enter, let me get some of the new people.
All right. So we got Robin,
Okay,
Eliz-
Robin,
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. Every time I hear the name Elizabeth, all I think of is Sanford and Sons. I grew up on Red Sanford. This
Tiana.
Elizabeth is the big
I'm
one.
coming, Elizabeth.
I'm going, Elizabeth. That man
Dear
was a
Tiana.
genius. Who was the other one after Tiana?
Oh no, that was it. Just
Okay.
Robin, Elizabeth, Tiana so far. Um,
Yeah, Elizabeth, you're new. Welcome. Welcome, welcome.
welcome.
All right, at this point, anybody, if you want a reading, type
Mhm.
the word me in there. So type in, if you want to get a one card reading from either of us, type in. So Elizabeth, Betsy. Okay, we'll go by Betsy, Elizabeth.
Uh, Jonathan says they can't remember.
All right, I got
and then
Troy.
and Troy.
Jonathan, just type in me. It's okay now. We'll take anybody. There we go.
Robin said, "My brother Chip is with me." He said, "Me."
Okay. So Chip, we got it. So we got Robin number 1, Betsy number 2, Tiana number 3, Troy number 4, Jonathan 5, Chip number 6. We got room for
Sue.
2 more people. Sue,
Mm-hmm.
and then one more. Room for one more. Da, 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 da. Do I have? Do I have? I know you can't
Oh,
hear
I
it, but I
can't
did
hear it.
it.
Man, so
She,
sad.
because V is Skyped in, so she's hearing me on Skype, so she doesn't have her volume turned up on the actual chat, so she didn't get to hear that sound. So everybody,
Oh.
this is for V.
Oh no, that face. Is that the boom boom
No,
boom?
it was applause.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Jonathan, happy birthday for tomorrow. You know,
Happy early birthday.
we're gonna be in your birthday before you are.
This is
Maddie,
true.
hey, hello, how are you?
Hey.
All right. So let's do number 8 will be for the collective. So 8 is for the collective. All right, so here is how this is going to work. So V and I
Mm-hmm.
are each going to draw one card, and we'll let you know who is who we're drawing for. If you did get on the list, but you still want to piggyback on somebody, then you can pick number 1 through 8, 1 through 7. 8 can be for you or the collective. And then when that reading comes up, just know that it's going to be a message for you as well. Or you can do what a lot of people do and realize every card is a reading for you tonight. We could literally,
Mm-hmm.
it could be an entire spread, an 8-card spread right here, or 16-card spread. So, all
Yes.
right. So, Robin, you are going to be first.
And I am going with number 6 today.
Ooh, all right. V
I'm
is
going
going with
out of the
6.
box.
I'm going to go with 4. I never do 4. We're both out
Mm-mm.
of the box. So, you're going with Chip. I'm going with Troy.
Okay.
All right. So, Robin is first. So, Robin, we're going to each pull a card for you. And anybody who chose to piggyback on number 1. What deck are you using, V? Do we
I
have this
am
card?
using the Lumina again. I have fallen back in love with this deck, the Lumina by Inner Hue, and I just love the drawings and the color, like the watercolor effect to it. So, oh,
Wow.
also, people, tonight is the new moon in Virgo. Just want to put that out there. We'll talk more about it after, a little bit after. But new moon in Virgo is today. So,
And for
all right,
me, new moons are a great time to to plant stuff.
yes,
To
new
plant
beginning.
something you want, set the intention for it to happen.
Mhm.
All
All
right,
right,
for Robin.
Robin, and all the number one. Ace of Wands. I love that this is coming up for the new moon. This Ace of Wands is talking about new surges in creativity, intensity, passion. You know, this is about you recognizing what your energy is and using it to create. No, it's taking it out of your head and actually starting the process of molding it to put it into the world. Okay, this is making me feel very messy, very unstructured. It makes me feel like art, and I don't know if that relates to you at all, Robin, but it makes me feel like just messy play coming into view, creating something that is just deeply rooted in your emotion, in your heart, in your feelings, but finding the sense of joy and fire behind it for self confidence and awareness. So, whatever this idea is, whatever this hobby may be, or this possible business may be, dive into it. The intensity is there, the passion is there. Live into it, breathe into it. Okay?
And then from me, the Page of Pentacles. So
I love it.
everything that V said, but make sure you are learning what you need to know about it. Don't skirt any of the directions. This is not the piece of IKEA furniture that you throw the directions away and you just put it together. You need to learn how to run the business, learn how to set this up, learn what you need to do. And I love the intensity in this page as they're looking at this coin, this pinnacle. It's like, okay, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the detail front and back, turning it around, fully understanding it. It's almost like I want to say, you need to fully understand what you're getting yourself into. You need to cross every T, dot every I, and double check it. Cross every T, dot every I, and double check it. And be willing to pick up a little book and pull open a YouTube video. Oh, let me see how to create this. Open up a YouTube video, watch it, or pull the directions out. But this is really about, this is beckoning you to learn as you're growing and starting this new stuff and this new thing. So there you go, Robin. Let us know how that resonated with you. Oh, is it the Jewish New Year?
Oh.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, wow. I love it.
And Troy said, my new moon in Virgo list is strong this time around. Nice.
Nice.
All right. All right. So Elizabeth or Betsy, you are next in number 2s. Robin, let us know if that made any sense. Anybody else, if it resonated with you, by all means. Anytime you echo that a reading, even if it's from somebody else, made some sense to you, you're acknowledging it, you're confirming it, you're in agreement. And your validation and an agreement. So it's like we're setting an intention, and then you can be in agreement with it. If it doesn't work with you, just let it go. Let it pass on by like a cloud floating in the sky. This deck is heavy. I like it.
It has some weight on it.
It's dense. Deck. All right, Betsy, number 2. It's a thick deck. I love a thick deck.
We love thick deck.
Oh, Robin did start a new business this year, and happy birthday coming up. Yes, Robin, are you a Libra or Virgo? All right, so Betsy, number 2s.
All right, Betsy. So for you, I have this wonderful 9 of Pentacles, and this 9 of Pentacles, and for you, I feel as though to put it point blank, I feel like you've been through some things, okay? But I feel like you are coming out the other side of this feeling more independent, feeling more sure of yourself, feeling more grounded, and actually recognizing your own strength in what you can do. Sometimes things have to be taken away from us for us to actually recognize what our own powers are, how strong we are, what we can manage, what we can handle, what we can take care of. And so I feel like you're getting this surge of, I can do this. I am a whole lot stronger than I gave myself credit for, and it's about you basking in this ability to be able to stabilize yourself, sustain, make the money that you need for yourself, just be able to take care of you without necessarily having to worry, is somebody going to take care of me? Whether that be mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever the case may be. There's a lot of independence, a lot of strength that is happening for you right now, okay? Hold on to that, dig into it, because it's only going to get better from here, okay?
Yeah, there are a lot of Virgos here. There are a lot of Virgos here tonight. And then Betsy from me, 6 of Wands. And as V was saying, you feel like, I can do this, I got this. Yes, and this is from Spirit. Spirit is saying people are constantly telling you what a great job you do, what an amazing person you are, and you are denying it, downplaying it. All you have to do is simply say thank you. Thank you. And that's a real simple way of acknowledging and co-creating that power within you. Because the 6 of Wands is this person who's been off to battle, they've come back, everybody's praising them and cheering them on. This is Leo energy, so it's very strong. Leos have no problem taking applause. And if there is no applause, they'll try to create some. I'm Leo rising. If I'm on stage or I'm doing something, I have no problem saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. My true Pisces personality would be like, I'm okay, just let me sit back here and watch everything. But yeah, so you got this, and everybody is telling you got this, and just simply say thank you. You don't even have to say anything else. Just say thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's simple. All right, that's number 2s. And Betsy, Tiana, we're going to you next.
All right.
All right. Hey,
You,
Trisha.
hey, Trisha. All right. You said Tiana?
So Jonathan said, did Amber pop in? So if somebody popped in and you're not on our list, which you've already completed that list, hey Amber. So what you can do is pick a number. We just finished number 2. So you can piggyback along with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 is going to be a collective reading. Hey Igor. I always have to remind myself
Hello.
there's no I in Igor. There's no I in Igor. Hey, Igor. Igor's tomorrow. So Igor is already on your birthday, Jonathan.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, we do like big decks, and we cannot lie.
Cannot lie.
So I tell you, every once
All
in a
right.
while, you just got to be kind and buy a little tiny tarot. Give some love to the tiny tarots. Give some love to the mini
Who is that?
tarots.
Oh,
All
all
right,
right.
Amber. Oh, the chariot just flew out. My goodness. There's that cancer's card.
There's that
So
Cancer right there.
yes, yes. Igor's in tomorrow. Woohoo. So
All
Igor,
right. So
tomorrow's
number
Jonathan James's birthday. So all right, Tiana, number 3s.
Tiana, number 3. All right. See, for you, I have the Three of Swords. All right. So this Three of Swords card here is talking about breaking hearts. Honestly, it is about you, um, you recognizing your voice and starting to execute it. And in doing so, there's going to be some things executed because of it. um, and it's a lot about that mental, that communication. People might not always see eye to eye with what you are thinking, what you are speaking, and you may hurt some people's feelings in the process. But it is, I don't want to say it's your fault. It's just the fact that compromises can't be made. Sometimes we put ourselves in a place where we give other people dominion over us. But when we start to speak up and speak out, they come away as a victim, walking away as they're the one being hurt, and that's not necessarily the case. Okay, so this is talking about speak up, use your words, message, use the communication that you have. There may be some people that don't like the message, but you can't please everybody. Just make sure that you are pleasing your heart. Okay, so I hope that resonates.
And Tiana, from me, Page of Swords. So 2 swords here. So yes, and I love that this person is looking to what we would call backwards in time, to the left. And I
Mm-hmm.
love the sword is down, so there's not an attack mode. The hand is literally to the heart. So it's like, what can I learn? What can I learn from the past that can help me move forward? How might I have hurt somebody? But I got to go with, I think you said this, V. I got to go with speaking your truth out of love is good. If somebody can't
Mm-hmm.
handle it, that's their problem. So,
Mm-hmm.
I just saw a TikTok video about, it's like Darvo, which is like what the narcissist does. Which if they say something, they deny it, then they attack you back. And I can't remember what
Mm-hmm.
the VOR means, but it's what people do, to make you feel less than stupid. It's first they did, no, I didn't do that,
Yeah.
and by the way, you do it all the time. I mean, it's like, boom, they flip the script. I'm like,
A
we're
hundred.
talking
Yep.
about you right
180.
now, not me. So
Yep.
this is, again, hand to heart, look to the past. If you can help, great. If not, keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward.
Keep going.
But I love that the sword is down, so it's not in attack mode. And I love when I am confronted at work. That's where it usually is, versus like sometimes out in public. But when I can stay calm and not get emotional about it and just speak, oh man, it feels so good when I walk away. First of all, I'm not ravaged by it,
Uh
but
huh.
I usually really speak some truth. And if I need to be a catty bitch, it's my word and vocabulary are much better when I'm calm.
That part.
But it's
That
like
part.
when you realize the attack is not at you, it's at themselves, then it's a really beautiful place to be. So all right,
Mm-hmm.
there you go, Tiana. Anybody who chose number threes? Hey,
Yay.
Erica.
Hey, Erica.
All right. So Troy is next, and anybody who chose number four, and this is also from me. So if you're coming
That's
to the
funny.
party a little late, we're glad you're at the party. You can pick a number 4, 5, 6, 7 and piggyback along with somebody, or you can just wait for number 8, which is going to be a collective for everybody watching this.
All right. So number 4, this is Troy. 2 of Swords. Babe, get off the fucking fence. Okay? It's time for you to make a decision. Stop worrying about the consequences. One of the things I say is that risk and opportunity are the same coin, just different sides. We get so worried about making a choice because we're fearful of what the consequence may be. But the thing is if you make a choice and your energy is 100% behind it, it will turn over in your favor. It's only when you make the choice and you waver and you're like, I don't know, is this a good idea? Then it becomes a risk. Okay? But this is saying that it's time for you to make a decision. You've mulled it over, you've thought it over, you've gotten to the point where your brain doesn't want to think about it anymore. It's time for some action. Okay? So be objective, stand back, look at it, and make the best decision going forward. Okay?
And from me, the 6 of Swords. Oh my gosh, so many swords
We
tonight.
are we are
Woo.
doing the suit
Yeah, and I
matchup
love
here.
and the 6 of Swords. It's time to head to the light. Head to the light, Carol Ann.
The
This
light,
is
Carol
such
Ann.
this is such a beautiful 6 of Swords card because oftentimes it feels so gloomy and depressed. Typically, most people will say 6 of Swords, you're moving on to something better, or it's time to move on to something better, moving away from something negative. But there is a little, there's a snake in the water, coming after you. And the rough, you see how the water
Mm-hmm.
slows, the water is choppy, but soon the water is no longer choppy, and then the sun is coming up over the horizon. So as you get off the fucking fence, you're gonna see that.
That
Whew,
part.
once you get to the other side of the fence, it's nice. It is very nice. I always used to say, when I was back in the church, God, what does God say? It's like either be either be hot or cold, not lukewarm. And I always said basically that means if you're sitting on the fence, it hurts because you're literally sitting on the
But
fence.
it,
Get to
yeah,
one side or the other. God would rather you be heading this way or that way. Make a decision. What you said at the beginning, make a fucking decision.
decision.
So make a
You have to.
decision. Oh my God, that's for me too. I
You're,
forgot.
yeah, you're only hurting. Listen, you're only hurting yourself by staying there, like you just said. So
Yep.
one way or the other. That way you can get things moving.
Yep. So that was number 4 for Troy, and I piggybacked on that one. Hopefully that made some sense. Hello, Natasha Cookie Weaver.
Hey, Tash.
All right, Jonathan is number 5 and is next. Anybody else who's piggybacking with Jonathan, this is your number 5 coming at you. And if you're
All right.
new, you can piggyback on 5, 6, 7, or wait for the collective reading, which is number 8.
All right. So number 5.
Yes, Troy's echoing. He's been so in his head lately, and that definitely resonates.
Awesome. All right. So Jonathan, this is the Maiden of Swords or the Page of Swords in this deck. All right. So it's also, I know it's all the swords. But look, it's Virgo. Virgo has a lot of that thought energy, even though it's Earth. Virgo thinks a whole lot.
Yeah, and we're
It
and we're
likes to
heading
be,
towards Libra.
yeah, it likes to be in charge. It likes to know things. What's the plan? So with this page or this Maiden of Swords here, um, I feel like there's some things that are coming up again for you that you're needing to like re-ask yourself. I don't know if there have been situations where some questions have come up for you and you're just like, oh, I don't want to deal with this now, and you kind of put it away. I think those questions are coming back up to learn more about yourself. Some time has passed, you've had some experience in something, and so now the questions are coming back and you're just like, okay, who am I? What do I want? Where do I want to go? Now is the time to sit with pen and paper, especially during this new moon, to write out your new beginnings. What do you want? You know, we would goal setting. You can't go where you want to go if you don't know where you're going. So, in order to find that out, ask yourself these questions. Ask yourself what you want, find the answers to them, and then you can put the plan in place. Okay? So, be inquisitive. Be curious. Step outside the box. Think big. All right? Don't think small. Okay?
And two questions that like 2 months ago I started, and my phone reminded me every day at lunchtime. And the two questions I kept asking myself: what would I do if I weren't afraid? And what makes me
Mhm.
happy? And
Mhm.
every time they popped up, I would just take a pause and think, what makes me happy, or what would I do if I weren't afraid? And the what would I do if I weren't afraid? I don't usually answer the question. Just asking it gives me strength, gives me power, because I usually get a
Mm.
little shit-eating grin on my face because what would I do if I weren't afraid? I'm like, I
Right.
would not be afraid, and that feels good. So, and then
Mhm.
from me, Jonathan, and number fives, Lord have mercy,
All the
Seven of
swords.
Swords.
All the
Take your
swords.
swords and get the heck out of there. you know, it's funny because this person is dropping two swords, which most cards the person has five swords, and there's like two left behind. And for me, this is literally, take what you can and go. A lot of
Mhm.
times, card has been avoid letting people steal your mental energy. What's the thing that everybody says? What song is renting space in your head for free, or holding,
Yeah.
living rent free in your head? It's like I would ask you that, Jonathan. What is in your head rent free? What is circling, 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 that song you can't get out of your head. Let it go and
Mhm.
move on. And I love that they've got five swords in their hand, because five is about change. It is about flexibility. Even though it is seven of swords, five is kind of a key number here with this card. But once again,
Mm.
swords. Swords tonight, people. We're all up. Hello, Amy. So
Hey,
swords,
Amy.
swords, swords.
Yeah.
So, oh, and did you see Jonathan said he's Virgo, Sun, Libra, Moon? So that makes perfect sense too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, all right. And that was Jonathan in number five. So if you're joining us now, you can piggyback on six, seven, or wait for the collective read number eight. Oh, and Jonathan is a number five. I love it. So you're a birth path five. So
Awesome.
that's another reason why it's important. You were number five draw, and I kept bringing up the number five for you.
Mhm.
Perfect. All right. So Chip and V. Chip, are
All
you still
right.
out there? I think Chip was with Robin, was it?
I think so. Yes.
Whew, almost bit the
All
cards a little bit too much.
right.
Whew, Lord. Ain't nothing worse than a crease in my card.
Don't crease the deck.
Yeah.
All right. We have the Emperor. All right. So this Emperor energy is all about leadership. It's all about authority. It is you. Once again, it comes down to this planning, order, and structure. So taking all of your ideas, taking all of your thoughts, putting them together so that you can put the action behind it. Okay. This Emperor card it has a lot of power behind it. Okay. And I feel with this one, it's not an erratic power. Like it's a very stoic, strong sense of patient energy. Like you've been waiting to get to this point to actually start to implement the things that are in front of you. And now it's just about creating the plan and starting to walk it and employing other people to help you along the way, learning how to delegate responsibility. Okay. So all of this here, this Aries energy relating to Mars, passion, drive, fire, intensity. It's go time. Okay? Go time.
All right. And Chip and V. Oh my God.
And we just
So the reason we're laughing is because before we came on live, I always pull one card for the evening, and this is what I pulled. And I said, "V, it's you." And this is she piggybacked with you, Chip. So this is V. The only thing that's
it's
missing is
me.
the hula hoop. So so this is the world card. So Chip, this is, it's time to bring things to an end. This is from Spirit. You're really saying it has come to its logical conclusion. Whatever you're going through, whatever you're struggling with right now, it's like it's like the image I'm getting is like you're in a boat, you're in the river, it's flowing, you're holding on to the branch of a tree, and you're tired. And the person in the boat is going, just let go. Just let go. You're tired because you're fighting the flow of the river. The branch does feel safe and secure. You recognize everything around you, but get ready for a new adventure because the World card is the end of the major arcana. It's the closing of the chapter, and it's ready to start afresh and anew. So now is that time. So V, this is for you, but Chip, this is for you, and anybody else who piggybacked on number 6, the World card. Beautiful. Woo. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, and number 7 is Sue.
Yes.
So
So,
Sue,
Jonathan, oh, go ahead.
go
What
ahead.
were you going to say? Oh, so Jonathan, so there is a picture of me, and I don't have it close. I'll have to see if I can find it, where I was posterized for Reader Studio one year, and I'm literally in a hula hoop as the world. So I'll see if I can find it before the live is over to show you. But I am actually like immortalized as the world. Yeah,
And also, Jonathan, she's a hoop. What do you call it? A hooper? What do you call it?
a hooper. A
Yeah.
hooper.
So she's a hooper. She legitimately hoops. I mean, this she's a hooper. She does this.
Yes,
You
I'm a hoop
teach it. You
dancer.
perform it. You know it's your exercise. It's your jam.
Yeah, 100%.
I got a video of her somewhere doing it in Reader Studio.
All right, so this one is for Sue.
Sue. Sue number 7. Okay, Robin said that Chip said it makes perfect sense. Wonderful. So glad. So glad.
All right, let's see here. All right, so Sue. Oh, I love it. We have the Queen of Pentacles. All right, this is beautiful energy. This is you sitting high and pretty, and I love it because the Pentacles here are about, Earth signs. And so this is like Queen Virgo, Queen Taurus, Queen Capricorn, and so this is about you being in the space of really embodying, your material wealth, your body, your family, the responsibilities that come along with it. I love it. There's a bear that's down here that's like super protective of her, but he's sleeping because she's on guard. Like she has it all together. She's calling the shots. She's making the money. She is able to take care of herself, take care of her family. There's just this sense of peace, in this card too. So this is like sit on your throne. Like you're doing the work. You don't have to overexert yourself. Okay? And queens are receptive. So allow things to come to you as well instead of you going out to get them. Okay? So
And from me, 9 of swords. Oh my gosh, more swords. So and this is interesting because this goes along with a little more of the traditional rider weight, like waking up in bed, the swords are above, there's fear, there's terror. But I really feel like this is a time to wake up from the illusion. Whenever I do a reading for someone, whether it's video or in person, I always set an intention. And the first part of my intention is, may we move from false beliefs, ignorance, and illusion to truth with love, kindness, and
mm,
compassion. Because so many of us are living in a place of false beliefs that we were taught and we're holding on to. And they're like that branch by the river, illusions, things that are not real. I mean,
mhm.
there's just so much around us that is not real. And if you want to pull back to the highest level, we are spiritual beings having a physical experience. So none of this is real. And
Right.
then false beliefs, ignorance. And then the ignorance is, I think, one of the easiest things to do or make a difference is because I remember years ago, someone said, don't call someone stupid. And I said, if you want to, you can call them ignorant because basically ignorance means they do not have the knowledge of what you're talking about. And that
Mhm.
is not an insult. And I remember thinking, it's like I had to sit on that for years. But so when
Mhm.
we're living in a place of ignorance, basically we can go find the truth. We can go find the information we need and no longer be ignorant of the fact of what we don't know. So I think
Mhm.
this is stepping out of the illusion of the fear and the 9 swords or knives that are floating around you. They're all in your head. So but it's okay to say, okay, right at the moment, I'm terrified.
Mhm.
But I'm learning, I'm moving from false beliefs, ignorance, and illusion into truth. with love, kindness, compassion, and the help of my angels and guides and those on the other side in high vibration. Simple as that. Simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sue and anybody number 7, I hope that made some sense. Woo! So many swords, right, Jonathan?
Listen, the whole night has been so. Everybody's in their head tonight.
Woo! What's up with that?
Virgo
Oh,
does that. Virgo overanalyzes everything.
yeah,
Everything.
yeah.
Criticizes, overanalyzes, all of the things.
Anytime,
Planning.
anytime I'm working with someone and I'm thinking, oh, they've got this whole like Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, lawyer, police, detective energy, I always say, or you're a Virgo. I'm like, I say, I feel like you're an air sign, or you're a Virgo. Because Virgos are they make great polices and detectives. They are, bam, bam. They are
Yeah.
very, so can you imagine someone who has like a Libra, Gemini, and Virgo, like a lot of the air and the Virgo stuff? That would be a lot.
Wow. They would be like an undercover, deep cover. That Gemini turn into somebody else.
Sue said, I'm not terrified. Swords not resonate. V spot on. Pick another card, Mitchell. Sue, I'm going to let that set with you. And I would say just hold on to that information. And if it doesn't, then just let it go. Just let it go. All right.
All right.
So let's pick cards for the collective.
All right. So this is for everybody.
Everybody, watch it live or in the replay.
Oh shoot. All right. All right. The collective. 3 of swords. Wah, wah,
More swords.
wah. All right. Hold on. Let me think about this one for a second. Ooh, okay. So, what I'm getting here for everybody is stop breaking your own damn heart. How
Ooh.
about that? All right. So, with that being said, it's like we are in this process of thinking and planning and overanalyzing. But in that, we're figuring out, what do we want as people? We have been conditioned to want other things based on what society tells us we should want. And we can oftentimes break our own hearts going after things that truly don't resonate with us, but we feel that we must have them to be a part of. Okay? So this is saying think about the things that you want. You might want something completely different than what you're used to, than what you've been told you should want, and now is decision making time. Okay? Going against the grain is not easy, and yes, it can feel, it can hurt, but in the end, you're doing it for your best and highest good. All right. So figure out what it is that makes you happy, what brings you joy, and stop breaking your heart with trying to do things that don't resonate with you. Okay.
Mm.
So
To
that's what
quote
I got.
Troy, well, damn. And then I don't know what card I got, but it's another sword. Damn. So from me, 2 of Wands.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay.
So you know what? And then just sit a while. You know what? As you stop breaking your own heart, I love this. This person sitting on the front of their car looking out of the water. It looks like they're looking at a map, trying to figure
Yeah.
out their next step and their next direction. So just sit with it a while. I was listening
Mhm.
to a podcast today. It's like it was talking about, your loves and is there only one soulmate? They're like, you have multiple loves and soulmates throughout every single lifetime. And it's like it's hard not to show up for what you need to show up for. To get to one place, to get to the mountaintop, there are several ways to get there. You can take a rocket ship, a balloon, you can climb the straight
Mhm.
up face, you can take the easy pass, you can take the elevator that nobody knows about that's built inside the mountain. So there are many ways to get there. So sit a while with your roadmap and figure out what your next direction is. And like V said, stop breaking your own damn heart, because your GPS is stuck on that same destination.
Everybody
maybe
tells
to
you should go. Yeah.
Take a different route. Ooh.
And that's so funny with that map. It just makes me think of like you go out of town, everybody's like, "Oh my God, you got to go visit X, Y, and Z," and you're just like, "Oh, okay." But there's something else in that town that really speaks to you more. But you're just like, "But really, I should go visit this place because everybody tells me I should go visit this place." But there's something inside of you that's like, "Yeah, fuck that place. Go visit this thing over here."
Yeah, yeah,
So that's how you start breaking your own damn heart. Go after what drives you.
yeah. What makes you ask yourself, what makes me happy? What
That
makes me
part.
happy? And what am I afraid
Mhm.
of? Because those two things,
Mhm.
if you keep going to that same place that everybody tells you to go to, are you afraid of disappointing them? And I tell you,
Mm.
one of the best things you can say to people when they tell you stuff like that is just say, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much."
That's it. That's it. The end. Exit stage left.
You don't have to say much more. Thank you. You know, thank you. I appreciate that. I say that all the
Yeah.
time. Or, someone's bitching and complaining. I often will say, "Man, I can imagine how you feel." That's my way of working my
Period.
way out of that conversation because I've already tried to help a little bit. And also, I
Mhm.
said this. When did I say this? Yesterday on my live the other day. Someone said I'm horrible at manifesting. I'm rubbish at it. And I said, okay, do you mind if I use an example? I said, this is what I'll say to clients. So you just said you're horrible at manifesting. Would you like me to co-create and agree with you on that statement right now? Or would you like me to flip it and we create something new that in the past you've not
Mhm.
manifested very well, but this day forward you are learning and becoming a master magician manifester? Man, how does that
Mhm.
sound? Yes, they're like, yeah, you're right. Okay, sorry.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So if you would
I love
like,
it.
I will co-create with your shitty attitude and your focus. If you want, sure, your life is a piece of shit. I'll agree with you if you want. I don't want to, but if you want me to, I will, because that seems to be what
Mhm.
you're holding on. You're holding on to that branch in the river. Oh my God,
Mhm.
I don't want to let
It's
go.
like you want to be validated in your shit. You're like, no, I don't. I don't partake in those shenanigans because in some way, then I get shit rubbed off on me, and I don't want it. I don't want to smell.
Yeah, I just had a bath. I only have one bath a day. I'm sorry. I'm not going to go take another one. Oh, well, everybody, thanks for hanging with us for this hour. We're almost at a full hour
Yes.
now.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Oh
I
my
love it.
goodness. Such fun being here with you all.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. Yes.
and I got to figure out where I put. So, looking at my calendar, hold on real quick. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. So, in 2 weeks, it's the 20th of September, and it's also a full moon at 8 p.m. So, I'm good. Are you good? We'll talk. Well, I'll put it up and it'll either be me and you or not. We'll figure it out. Because then I'm gone for like
Okay.
2 weeks. Because then I'm gone for 2 weeks.
You leave Tuesday?
I'm gone on vacation till the next one would be like the 18th.
Okay. We'll talk about it because
Okay.
I'm. Oh yeah. Cause yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll talk about it.
All right. So, and you guys, hey, we always say this. If you want to support us, one of the easiest ways to do that is hitting the heart button. We've got 555 hearts and five
Hey.
five crying, laughing, crying. So we got a lot of fives. Hit the like, share, follow us. If you want to support us financially, we'll
Mhm.
put our little tip jars in there. I think we both have like a Venmo and a PayPal. If you want to get a
Mhm.
reading with me where it's it's live, there's my book a session. And if you want to purchase a spread that I deliver back in a YouTube video, I put that link there as well. So, and then V, pop some of your things in there. And V, what you got going on? You got what are you doing?
Listen.
I know you got a lot
What
of shit
am
going on.
What am I not doing, yo? Um. So let me make sure that's the right Venmo if that comes up. I don't know. It might not. Um. So okay, a couple things. I am doing um Cats in October, which is the Coffee and Tarot Symposium. It's with Monica Badirski. It's virtual. I'll be doing Lenormand, manifesting with Lenormand. I do believe that is October 16th. But look up Coffee and Tarot Symposium on Facebook. There's a page for that. In November, I am doing Kitchen Table Gathering with Melissa Sanova. She has made it all virtual now. So you don't have to worry about coming to fly or to meet anywhere if you choose not to. The first 40 tickets that sell, there is an upsell price of $250 where you get like the ticket and then this ginormous swag box. Things from Llewellyn and Jamie Sawyer and some other people. Just this ginormous swag box. If you just want the conference by itself, it's only $100. Like I said, it's virtual. There's 4 of us teaching. Um, let's see. Yeah, those are the things that I'm speaking at. um, if you're looking for a reading with me, it's redlightreadings.com. I have also opened my one-to-one transformational coaching called Astro Alchemy. If anybody is interested in working one-on-one, the coaching container is 4 months where we work through a 4 components: STAR, which is source, trust, align, and reveal. And we're looking for those deep seated beliefs and trigger things and the dark things and polishing them off and turning them into PowerPoints for you to be able to use for your greatest and highest well-being. So if you're interested in that, definitely shoot me a message or a DM and we can get into further talks about that. So that's what I have going on. So yeah.
Cool. I know I'm doing a in-person in Merritt Island readings. We're doing past life readings, and I actually created a past life spread, which is kind of fun. But that's the 18th of September, and then like the 30th of October, I'm back there again for Halloween Tarroween. This is
Yes.
with Kim Danbert, and so I love going over there. It's usually a day. I'm usually booked solid and I just have a blast, and I drive home just floating on the road. But yeah, and I'm doing I do a Let's Explore, and then dot dot dot. This week I'm doing Let's Explore reading tarot spreads with a twist. And you know how you read Lenormand where you do nights and you do corners and you do mirroring. So I'm taking some spreads and saying, what if we did it this way? So
I
yeah,
like
just
it.
and I do that on my YouTube channel live, usually Saturday mornings, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also, I've got a bunch of those if you want to go back and watch some of the old ones. So thanks for hanging out with us, and
Yes,
we'll either
yes.
be back in 2 weeks, either me and or V. Then I'm on vacation, so like the 18th or the no, like the what did I say, the 18th of October would be the next one, because it's weird how they fall, because I'm pretty much gone 27, 4, and then the 11th is not a not a V and Mitch night. You'll see it. You'll see it. So
Yes.
all right. So I will say, the beautiful, powerful, wonderful, awesome sexiness in me sees and recognize the beautiful, powerful, wonderful, awesome sexiness in you. Namaste.
And I say namaste. Have a good night.
So you know what happened, and that was really loud in my ears. All
Um,
right, you guys. Good night, everybody. Bye bye.
good night, guys.